Well, hello on Tuesday. I thought we'd start the week with a bit of a home bargains haul. But first, it's not actually starting the week, is it? Because it's Tuesday, not Monday. Yesterday, I was a hot, sweaty, grumpy, overtired mess. I had a really not productive day. I woke up and I just wasn't feeling yesterday for some reason, so I made a promise to myself that I haven't been going to bed as early as I normally do. I'm normally quite an early to sleep type person. At 10 o'clock-ish I usually turn my light out, and I can get up early really easily, and I just haven't been able to sleep. I think because it's been so hot I've struggled to sleep that early, and I've stayed up later, and then I haven't been sleeping well because of the weather, and I don't know why I'm moaning so much about it. Anyway, this morning I got up at 6 o'clock, I started work, and I promised myself the afternoon off if I did a good morning's work. I have done a good morning's work. It is now getting on for 1:20, so I thought I would just start this week's weekly vlog, show you what I bought in home bargains at the weekend, and then I'm going to go downstairs into the cinema room and watch a film. I think I'm going to watch three billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, is it? I think it's called. I think Lainey recommended that to me, so yeah, I'm going to watch that. Lainey's a viewer, by the way. Anyway, just while I think about it, this top, I bought two really cheap tops from eBay. You know, they do all this really dirt cheap clothing. I think I paid about £6 each for this and another one. I will show you. It's like a tunicky, just a blouse. It is cotton. It's got some like pin tuck detail up here. Yeah, £6 including postage, brand new, and I got a mustardy coloured one with a bit of a floral print as well, more botanical print than floral, I would say. But yeah, I'm really pleased with them. They're not the best quality of, they've got a few sort of loosish threads, you know, they're not the best quality of manufacture, but they were £6 including postage. What do you expect? And they're just so comfortable and loose, and they are 100% cotton. They're very thin cotton, and I might order a couple more because they're so nice for this horribly hot weather, although they have promised the weather's going to get a bit colder. I know I'm saying horribly hot, I'm just really struggling with the whole working in this weather. Anyway, I've rambled on for 2 minutes and I haven't shown you what I bought from Home Bargains. I haven't got everything in here because I bought for Will and his girlfriend Charlotte. They had these foldable refillable water bottles, and they're going to a festival tomorrow down in Cornwall, Boardmasters, and I thought they were really cool, so I bought one of those each. I think they're only 79p each, but yeah, worth looking out for if you're going camping or to a festival or something, because they were really good. They were pleased with them. They had them with Charlotte's one had little pineapples on it, William's had Blue Mountains, I think, and there was a watermelon-y one as well. So yeah, they were good. Right, I don't think my haul's particularly interesting actually, because it's all householdy bits and pieces, or pretty much. Sponge scourers, they're always cheap in Home Bargains. Also, I haven't got my receipts, so I don't know how much anything was, but it was all cheap. So I got a pack of sponge scourers. I got some hair dye. Somebody asked me recently in my comments what hair dye I use, and I'm not brand loyal at all. I'll buy whatever I fancy at the time in a fairly light blonde colour. They all have all these massive range of colours, but I think at the end of the day they're all pretty much the same, to be honest. This is 111 Natural Extra Light Ash Blonde. I don't usually buy the ashy ones. I usually buy something, I think it's Extra Light Golden Blonde, or a golden blonde version, but they didn't have any golden blonde in, so I just got this one. I prefer the more golden tones. As I get older, I think you don't want that sort of very white blonde. I think it's quite aging, so that's just my opinion. Obviously, if you're older and you've got white blonde hair, then all power to you, and why not? If you're happy with it, that's fine. Just with my skin tone, I just feel that's the case. Anyway, yeah, I got hair dye. I got a new silicone muffin tray because my one is so disgusting. I'm not one of life's bakers, but I do have a silicone muffin tray. I got it out last week to make mini crustless quiches for Slimming World, and it was disgusting. I did give it a clean and washed it, but I thought I'm going to treat myself to a new one, so there we are. Can't remember how much that was. That would have been £3, I think. Toothpaste, 95p. Always get my toothpaste in Home Bargains. There were two, but William nicked one. a new candle lighter. I've got my really good rechargeable one, which I've shown you before, that I bought from Amazon, but it's too expensive to buy more than one. And it's always, whenever I need to use it, it's either in the bedroom, because I've used it to light a candle in there and I'm wanting to use it in the lounge, or if I'm in the bedroom, you can guarantee it's in the lounge. So I know I could just go and get it, but I thought I'd just get a spare one because they're only cheap. I think it was 99p to put in the place that the other one isn't, because the other one was quite expensive and I don't want to buy two of those. So yeah, I was using the this is, I should say, should I tell you what it is before launching into my story? Provoke Liquid Shampoo, Colour Infusion Shampoo for caramel, honey or golden blonde hair. I was using a slightly different version of this on holiday and I really liked the colour of my hair. I don't know if it was just the light was different on holiday or if the colour was genuinely warm and blonde, and I felt like I had nice tones in my hair. So I was really enjoying that. I haven't finished it yet, but this was a different type of shampoo from the same people, so I thought I would try it because why not? Deodorant, that I usually get Dove compressed, but they didn't have Dove compressed, so I got Shore compressed deodorant. Oh, this is nice, Hawaiian Tropic After Sun. I usually get the Garnier Amber Solaire one, the cream one that's not the pumpy one, which I've used for years and it's really good. I talked about it in my recent holiday video, I think, but they didn't have it. They only had a spray version, which I don't like nearly as much. So I thought I'd try the Hawaiian Tropic one. This is coconut and papaya, and it smells absolutely delicious. It's blue and slightly gel-like in consistency. Oh my God, that smells so nice. I'm not convinced that is going to be as moisturising as the other one. It's got more of a gel consistency than a cream one, but we shall see. It certainly smells nice anyway, which is half the battle, isn't it? Then I got some Flash Magic Erasers because I'd run out, and then when I got home I opened the cupboard where I keep the dishwasher sold, which isn't the cupboard under the sink, it's the cupboard next to that, and I don't keep very much in there, so I don't often open it. And lo and behold, there was another packet of Magic Erasers in there that I hadn't ever used, so I'm now very well equipped for Magic Erasers. And finally, I bought myself 2 notebooks. One is a Things to Do Today, and it's just a very simple list. Things to do today, day, date, tick box type of list, and then a little space for notes at the bottom. I just really liked the format of that, and the fact it's quite big. And then that's just a plain notepad. I like these elasticy things so you can put them in to the page you're up to. I always find that quite useful. It's just lined. Nothing exciting, because I like a new notebook. I've got 3 notebooks that I'm nearly at the end of, all of them, and they're all a bit scrappy and I've ripped pages out, so I thought I'm just going to get rid of them because I've nearly finished them and start a nice new fresh one. Anyway, that's 8 minutes worth of vlog already. That's my home bargains haul, and I'm going to switch off and come back to you later on. Good morning. It's Wednesday. And it's 8:30. No, it's 8:30, and I'm on my way to meet Carla. We are going to a different place than the ones we've been before today. We are going to Yeovil, which I think will be quite good in terms of charity shopping, but is really horrific in terms of getting to. It's right in the middle of nowhere. Not a very good route from mine to there. It's saying 1 hour 40 on the sat nav, and I've only got 1 hour 30. So yeah. Anyway, it's going to be nice to see Carla. What is going on here? Why have you stopped? Oh, because someone's in the way. Yes, looking forward to seeing Carla. Sun's shining, although the temperature has dropped. It's 17, which is still quite hot, isn't it, for 8:30 in the morning? But certainly not anywhere near as hot as it has been, thank goodness. So yeah, Will and his girlfriend and his friend Jamie I've just left them at home. They have just packed up their car. They're off down to Boardmasters in Cornwall Festival for Wednesday today, they come back Monday, so 5 days, 6 days. And then next week is A-level results. Oh my goodness, that's coming around quickly. Had a terrible night's sleep last night. I woke up, I was still awake at 12:30, and I'd set my alarm for 6 o'clock this morning because I wanted to do a couple of hours work before I set off to Yeovil now. And when the alarm went off, the struggle was real this morning, but I managed to get up. I think I got out of bed at 6:14 in the end, so it wasn't too bad. And I was at my desk by 25 to 7, and I got a really good hour and a half's work in, which was that was good, so I was pleased about that. Right, I'm going to switch off, and I will endeavour to remember to film something when I'm with Carla. Good morning, lovely people. As you will have told by now, I did not manage to record anything of my day with Carla yesterday in Yeovil. We quite enjoyed Yeovil. We had a nice time. It was lovely to see her, obviously, and catch up and all that good stuff. Yeovil charity shops, bit meh, really. We both found a couple of nice bits. In fact, I filled my shopping trolley, but nothing amazing. It just wasn't my favourite place. Also, it's not the easiest for either of us to get to. It took both of us about an hour and a half. And we've got other places that we prefer that we meet that take us about an hour. So I don't think we go back to Yeovil, but we did have a very nice time. Side note, Wetherspoons, lunchtime, summer holidays. Who thinks that Wetherspoons is a good place to take kids? It was like being in a ball pool. One of those soft play places. It was absolutely hideous, full of screaming, bad behaved children. Somebody invent a nice, decently priced chain pub where children aren't allowed. Yeah, I know it's all about the revenue and they don't care and all that stuff, and I do see their point, but oh my God, full of horrible children who would have been far better at a soft play area. You can't blame the kids for being bored, but their parents ought to do something to entertain them. Anyway, that was an entire side note. It's Thursday. I am on my way home from the Thursday car boot sale, at which I have done rather well today, which I'm pleased about. I've had a funny old year with car boots, really. I've really struggled to get myself to go to weekend car boot sales, and I've used every excuse to myself. I don't know what it is. I kind of do. The year started with my very close car boot, which is literally 2 minutes drive away, closing down. I've mentioned that before. It's no longer on. I've no idea why. I think it's disgraceful. It was one that was run by the local council, and my goodness me, it's in a car park that is not being used on a Sunday. It encourages people to recycle and reuse and all those things that councils are always bloody well banging on about when it suits them. So why they stopped the car boot sale, I do not know. It ran all year. It was on rain or shine because it was indoors in the multi-storey part of the car park when it was raining. So I just don't know why they've cancelled it, but it made me very cross anyway. So I got out of the habit of every week going to a car boot sale. That would be my go-to car boot sale, other than where it was only not on when the bigger car boot sale at the racecourse was on. The racecourse is on once a month in the summer and twice a month the rest of the year. And I haven't been able to bring myself to go to that one very often. A couple of times I've been busy, it's fallen on a weekend that we've been away or something. But as a rule, I have been very lazy about car boots this summer. And do you know what I think it is? I think apart from that one closing and getting out of the habit of the quicks, the thing is, it was always a quick Sunday morning pop out. It would take me 2 minutes to drive there. It was a small amount of time that I was using up. I always got up early. It was when William was young I started going, and maybe I've just done it enough. Maybe I don't want to get up at that time on a Sunday morning anymore, and now I'd have to go even further away, so it feels like a bit more of a hassle to do that. I also like going to the car boot first thing in the morning when it's not too busy. I don't like it when it's really busy, and the afternoon car boot that's local to me is very, very busy. They herd you all into like a pen. and then let you out at 1 o'clock on the dot, and it's very busy in terms of parking and people and everything. I just hate it. I can't bear it. So yeah, I've half fallen out of car boots. When I actually go to the car boot, I really enjoy it, and I get into it, and I buy good stuff, and it reminds me how much I like car boots. But actually making myself go has been hard this year. I think I just don't want to get up early on a Sunday morning. I think 15 years of it is maybe lost its allure now. A combination of all those reasons, you know. So I think that's what it is. But I do like the midweek one. It's not always the most brilliant car boot in the world, but I do have to drive 40 minutes or half an hour probably. But yeah, I come back with a boot full of good stuff usually. I've got quite a lot of good stuff today, so that's good. Yeah, so it was a long old chat about car boot sales, wasn't it? Good evening on Friday. Ashley is here with me. Would you like to answer one of your Q&As that I couldn't get you to answer in time for the video?
Give me a go.
Okay. Question is, what was your first car, and if you turn around from the window a bit, what was your first car, and if you had the chance, would you buy it back now?
I had an MG Midget, which was a lot of fun, but no.
Why?
Little tiny weeny engine. You need 500 horsepower, really.
Oh my God. But I think the question was more from nostalgia. If you could get that, what happened to that car? Did you sell it, or?
A friend of mine ended up with it. He eventually sold it.
Who was
some
that?
years later, a gentleman called Stephen.
Stephen McNeely?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a bit of a story with that, but I won't go into it because it's not a...
So you passed it on to your friend.
Yes.
And
yeah, eventually it...
he sold it?
So I think he sold it, and I think the person who sold it smashed it to pieces.
Oh.
Sold it too, smashed it to pieces.
But my first car, if anybody cares, was a white Mini, which I bought. I passed my driving test when I was 17, after about 70 lessons. I wasn't, you know, a good driver. And yeah, I passed my test after 70 lessons, and I didn't have a car. I shared my mother's car. Then I went off to university, Polytechnic in those days. Actually, I'm just going to stop telling this story because it's never ever going to get
70 lessons? I've not even driven that many hours.
One of the other questions that was asked for Ashley was something about, and forgive me if I'm saying this incorrectly, but I'm just doing it from memory here, was something about who would be a character from history that he'd either like to be or like to have met or something, or invite to a dinner party. And he's got the answer for this. I knew what the answer to this was going to be before I even asked him the question, but I'm going to let him answer now.
Okay, it's a choice of one. The person I would like to meet from history is Alexander the Great, and the clue's in the name. He was pretty great. That's why I'd like to meet him. Ruled the largest empire that existed in the world at that time by age 32. Nurtured democracy, sort of, in early Greece, and was just a generally fab guy.
God. Alcohol may have been drunk, but he, in all seriousness, he's always been interested in Alexander the Great since I can remember. You've been reading novels based around his life, and you've been interested in Greek history and stuff. And when we've been to places in Greece where there's been artifacts and old stuff, and what was that place you made me go to where they had, that was in Cyprus, wasn't it, with the old, I don't know, stone stuff, archaeology, that's the word.
That didn't have anything to do with Alexander the Great, but we recently went to somewhere in Portugal. Where did we go? Lisbon. Fabulous museum.
Don't even remember. We didn't go to a museum.
We did. We went to a museum. You'll have to edit this. But there they had some gold coins depicting Alexander the Great.
We did. Sorry, I forget. I was looking at all the costumes and other stuff. We went to different parts of the museum.
Yeah.
But yes, you were very interested in all that stuff, weren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right, we're now going down to meet my parents for dinner and, well, drinks and then dinner. Don't think we need any more drinks, but... Good morning on Monday. I've been a bad vlogger. I didn't film anything over the... Oh, I think I filmed a tiny clip of Ashley answering his questions on Friday night when we were down at Chettle, that's the place, yes. But other than that, I filmed nothing. We came back on Saturday. We had a disastrous journey to and from Dorset. Unsurprisingly, it was the weekend. It was August. It's just volume of traffic. It was just horrendous. It took us 3.5 hours to get there and 4 hours to get back. Should be a 2-hour journey. So that wasn't good. But we got back about 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon, had a very quiet Saturday evening, and then a very quiet Sunday. There was no car boot sale yesterday morning because it was absolutely pouring down. This morning has dawned bright and sunny, but this morning I woke up and it felt chilly. I couldn't remember what feeling chilly was like. It felt very autumnal. I don't know if that's, I don't think it is because it feels autumnal, because it's 15 degrees. It's only 8:10. It's 15 degrees, so it's not autumnal, but I think we've just had so long of such hot weather that we've forgotten what a bit chillier feels like. And yeah, it was actually feeling quite chilly. Anyway, Monday, another week, another day, another dollar, another week, another dollar. That doesn't make sense, does it? Just been to the parcel shop. I'm now off to the Royal Mail delivery office to pick up a parcel that they tried to deliver on Saturday when I wasn't here. So I'm going to go and get that. And then just a day of work today. Still away at Boardmasters. He is expected back this evening. It's a festival down in Cornwall, if I didn't mention that last week, which I think I did. Yeah, expecting him back this evening. It sounds like he's had a good time. I've spoken to him a couple of times. And this week is A-level results. Not gonna lie, feeling a little bit sick about it, but we shall see. I'm sure it will all turn out all right in the end. This too shall pass, as they say. It was weigh-in morning this morning on Slimming World. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. No, I haven't. I don't think I mentioned last week. My first week of Slimming World, I lost 8 pounds, which I was really, really chuffed with. And this week I lost 2 pounds, which I was slightly less chuffed with. But you know, it's all a loss, which is good. That's 10 pounds altogether that I wouldn't have lost anyway. But I think once you get over the initial euphoria of your first week's big loss and your second week it drops back down, it makes me realise what a huge undertaking it is. But there's only one way to eat the frog, and that's one bite at a time, or whatever the saying is. So I'm going to make a separate... It's now 5:30. In fact, it is 5:30, and tonight's dinner is Mexican chicken stew from the Slimming World Take 5 book, which looks absolutely yummy. I'm looking forward to making this. I've had a productive day, which is good. I have done something to my right ankle though. I don't know what I've done. I haven't turned it over or hurt it in any way that I know of, but it's really painful. So I don't know what that is at all. Yeah, that's not good. Kirsten is cancelled for tomorrow, so I'm not going to Exeter tomorrow now, which is good because I can catch up with more listing and stuff, because I had a very light week on the listing front last week. So it's a mixed blessing. It's a shame I'm not going to see her, but still, world-wise, it's probably quite good not to go out for lunch and a glass of wine. But socially, not ideal. Anyway, I'm about to get this on, this chicken thing, and I've just popped some kale into the Actifry to do some kale chips, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah, that's it for now, I think. Good morning on Tuesday. Pretty sure I started this vlog wearing this top, and I'm finishing it wearing this top as well. I've just got back from Wilko. Actually, that's not true. I got back from Wilko's a little while ago, and I'm doing a bit of decluttering and organisation, and that'll be my phone. I'll be back. It's many hours later. I'm looking a bit shiny, aren't I? Anyway, what was I telling you? I can't even remember. I've been to Wilko's, that was what I was telling you, and I bought some storage things. This grey one is for putting plastic bags in my office, because they all seem to be floating around the floor. And then these hideous lime green ones, I don't care what they are, because I don't care what colour they are, I mean, because they are going inside cupboards in my bathroom, which I'm just about to go and do a bit of decluttering and sorting out. And I got these. Can't see what you're seeing if I don't do that. Erasable ballpoint pens, which I thought was, or ink pens. I thought that was quite interesting. I didn't know there was such a thing. So I'm looking forward to having a go with those. But what I need to do, God, I can't speak. What I need to do now is finish off this vlog and get it edited and uploaded for you, and see you in the next one. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.